Okay guys, I'm back in Genshin Impact. Time to do Skirk story quest. And I switched to Hydro Traveler so it will work lah to play like a Skirk team if it's a Hydro Traveler. And yeah, let's do this. Story quest, Skirk. Focus experience. Alright. Wait, what? Look for Baiju at Miku Pharmacy. Why? Why suddenly? Or did I miss some dialogue that Paimon said? I think just now I saw like listen to Paimon's advice or something. But I think I missed that out. Okay, so we're going back to Liware, out of all places.
Wasn't in his shop.
Oh, you're looking for Dr. Baiju. He's resting today, but he said to send any patients to the back room.
Oh, so we can use the back room.
Okay. Thanks. We'll head on through.
Well, I wasn't expecting the NPC right here to say, okay. No cutscene, no sudden pause required for that. There he is. Changsheng is not voiced. What about Baiju?
Traveler, Paimon, welcome.
Right.
What can I do for you?
It's the Traveler. He looks absolutely beat these days. He has these huge dark circles around his eyes, like he hasn't slept a wink.
Oh, that's what those dark aura thing was when I just started.
And he keeps spacing out. You have to call his name several times before he snaps out of it. What do you think it is? Is he sick?
It's abyssal energy. Is prone to sickness? Not sure.
Very peculiar. In all the time we've been acquainted, this is the first time you've come to me with a health complaint. Come, let me take a look at you.
I don't think can Baiju really find that out? Let's see.
Okay. Paimon does not like that expression,
Can't
Baiji.
tell, what is it?
It's not serious, is it?
Complexion is good, eyes are clear, breathing
Ether.
is steady, pulse is strong. Physically, you appear to be in good condition, Traveler. In theory, your energy level should reflect that. You should be feeling
I
right
just
as
feel
rain.
like something is off.
Hence my concern. A clean bill of health is usually a good thing, but in this case, it likely means your situation is more complicated. Physical illnesses come with detectable symptoms that can be used to diagnose, medicate, and cure the condition. But afflictions of a non-physical nature, they fall outside a doctor's realm of expertise.
So it's not health related that a doctor can figure out, basically.
What do you mean? Non-physical nature.
Curses, dark magic, it's hard to say. It could just as easily be a simple case of mental fatigue.
Maybe we need Hu Tao for help.
Why don't you rest here for a bit? Whatever it is we're dealing with, clues to your condition are sure to reveal themselves in time. Once we know the root cause, we can administer the right treatment.
some calming incense, a good night's sleep, a good meal will do you good. True, when you're sick.
In the meantime, Chang
That's
Shang and I will
required.
review the relevant literature for afflictions that present with mental fatigue.
Still, we're not experts at this kind of thing. Should strongly consider calling in a specialist, yeah?
Oh, must be a rare condition if not even Baiju and Changsheng have seen it before. Well, all we can do is take their advice. You look like you're about to collapse anyway. Just get some rest. Paimon will be right here by your side. Fingers crossed you'll be all better when you wake up.
Whispers betwixt stars and night. Betwixt. Never heard that word. Rest. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll rest here. Oh, we can still see that aura. Is this where we meet Skirk in the dream or something? Yeah, looks like it. This feels more real than a dream, but too chilling to be real. There's no end in sight. Oh shoot. Familiar looking spike retreating back from the darkness. Yikes.
Traveler! Traveler! Rise and shine! Time to wake up! For once, you're making Paimon look like an early riser. It's already afternoon. Hopefully all that sleep did you some good. Feeling any better? A cut! What? Did you scratch yourself in your sleep? Alright, let Paimon take a look.
It's like it's a mental cut, not really a physical cut. Huh.
Nope, nothing there.
Yeah, kind of.
Did you have a nightmare? Okay, don't panic. Paimon heard that dreams tell us what we need by showing us the opposite. So, if you had a nightmare, maybe all you need is something to cheer you up. Come on, Paimon will treat you to something yummy.
Oh, this is the line that we heard, that Paimon's voice was changed. It was from here. This was the sneak peek. It was from this spot. Okay. Are we gonna meet Skirk soon? Like we're going for somewhere to eat, so probably.
What? So, in this dream, you were trapped in a weird place with thick fog everywhere, and then a spike came out of nowhere and stabbed you in the back? Oh. Okay, well, that's a new one. Are you sure it was a dream? Because from the way you describe it, it sounds like you were really there. But then again, you woke up right where you went to bed. And you were definitely in a deep sleep this morning. Then, it's decided. Paimon will stay up and watch over you tonight. If anyone tries to mess with you, Paimon will beat him up. Or, wake you up first and then we can beat him up together.
From some corner of the world even now. I feel a vague aching as if deep underneath the flesh something is.
Something is missing?
Oh shit. We read our thoughts.
Did you just say something?
The flesh remains whole, but the soul is incomplete. Left unresolved, the mind will wither away along with it.
Ah, what the? Wait, Paimon remembers you.
Skirk.
You're Chinese
Skirk.
master. Orange?
Skirk, not Skark. She sensed it,
Right.
huh?
What are you doing here? The last time we saw you was at the Primordial Sea in Fontaine, right? But then you left and never learned where you went after that. Child's been looking everywhere for you, by the way. What brings you to Wanmin Restaurant of all places? You came here looking for us? And were you the one behind that hocus pocus just now?
Tell me, what is it that you saw?
The bleed thing, but yeah.
Tight-lipped, huh? I suppose that's fair. You, I'll take a glass of wine.
Oh, of course. Coming right up. We make this one in-house. It's not too strong. Enjoy.
Chef Mao, I'll take a grilled tigerfish over here.
Coming right up. Ah, if I knew we'd be this busy, I wouldn't have approved Shenhe's vacation.
Shenhe's on vacation, huh?
At the end of the day, what happens to you is of little consequence to me. I'm not here to try and win you over. Trust me or not, the choice is yours. If you want my help, now's the time to speak up. You have until I finish my drink.
What do you know about this situation?
I was investigating an abyssal disturbance in the area and happened to notice you.
Abyssal disturbance.
Part of your soul is damaged, and the wound bears traces of abyssal corrosion. Need I say more?
Neither of those things sound good.
Skirk seems to know something, and given what I've seen of her strength, she can tell what happened. I don't know what her goal is, but at this moment, I don't think she has bad intentions.
Well, should we trust her? She mentioned an abyssal disturbance. Maybe that has something to do with what's going on with you. But we could always find a different expert on the abyss to help us out.
Like... who?
Yeah, and that thing she said about your soul being damaged is scary, Paimon. Definitely something we should fix sooner rather than later. Skirk's an interesting one, that's for sure. But from what Child's told us, she doesn't seem evil, at least.
1, 2, 7, 10. That'll
Mora?
do. Well, have you made up your mind?
When I saw was a dark... Okay, we're actually speaking! God damn it. What I saw was a dark space shrouded in a dense fog that wouldn't disperse.
So, that's all we know, Miss Skirk. Ma'am, can you help us?
So, you couldn't disperse the fog. I understand. Come find me in the Glalie Plains when you're done here. Oh, and I left cash for the drink on the table. Settle the bill for me, will you?
Oh, okay. Huh? She disappeared.
At least she prepared the Mora
Wait, hold
for her
on.
what she get.
You overpaid. Here's your change.
Oh, no, this includes the drink, so it should be the right amount.
I didn't think you two ordered a drink.
Huh?
Oh,
Where did she get
didn't.
the drink
It
from?
was that lady you came and sat with us, remember? You brought it out to her yourself.
Don't tell me now. What lady?
You sure? I could have sworn there were only two of you at that table.
Ooh.
What?
What'd you put in their dish, Chef Mao? Some kind of hallucinogenic mushroom? You got them seeing things.
So now they don't realize Skirk was even there?
Seeing
Who were they
things?
talking to
Wait,
then?
So neither of you noticed her? Young lady? About this tall? Wearing a purple dress? She ordered a glass of wine.
Oh, now
Vaguely?
you mention it, that vaguely rings a bell. And it looks like I did open the wine jar, so it must have just slipped my mind. In any case, that settles your bill. Come again soon.
Okay. Land. Oh, land. And also not voice. Check please.
Coming.
God damn it.
Okay, what was going on there? It's like they didn't remember Skirk being there at all. Even Paimon was half convinced we hallucinated the whole thing. But that Mora she left for us was definitely real.
Yeah.
Oh, this whole situation is giving Paimon the creeps. But anyway, she told us to head to the Guili Plains, right? Let's not keep her waiting.
She can interfere with the... Interesting. Guili Plains is where? I forgot already. 1,000 meters? Oh. And yeah, I already have Skirk. I built for Skirk already. Not sure if the video is done or not by now. Probably not yet. And I already built her to max level. Right. Whoa.
Whoa,
Rift
what are these
Hounds.
Rift Hounds doing here?
Rift Hounds in Leeway? That's so yeah, we never that's never a thing. We've seen in Mondstadt, we've seen in Inazuma and every other place, but not Leeway.
Huh, looks like they're collecting something.
Are we just gonna let them do that?
Let's go check it out.
Oh boy. Yeah. Whoa, 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 hold up.
Strike a pose! Up to the freezer! Another star goes out!
Wow, Skirk is so powerful. Just took out everyone.
This is what they were collecting. It looks kinda like...
God remains? Isn't that like similar to Zhongli's story a little bit, I guess?
Yeah. What is going on here?
From the moment they are born,
Ooh.
beings with great power have an
One shot.
impact on this world.
Wow, freeze.
Even if their body is sundered and their soul extinguished, their influence remains.
All beings with great power have an impact on this world.
Gods are the most common example of that. The remnants of gods who fell thousands of years ago remain buried deep within the earth, carrying within them a warped will and a dark curse. Together, these remnants form what you call God remains, and it appears that some of those sealed here were dug up and removed. There are traces
Some were dug
left,
up and
but they're
removed.
fading fast.
Paimon?
What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing, Paimon?
Nothing! Just wanted to make sure you were, real?
Huh.
She's definitely not a ghost traveler. Paimon poked her, and she's solid.
The other diners acted like you were never there.
Your life hangs in the balance, and that's what you're fixated on? Strange set of priorities. It was just a trick to avoid being perceived. If someone notices me, those memories are erased. Simple as that.
Oh. Okay, just erase them from your memory.
Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. The weak and the lowly have no right to remember me. They're lucky they only have a few missing memories to show for it. Now, can we please get back on track?
Okay.
Okay. Where were we? Right. The God remains. So, basically, there's now less of them here than there used to be, right? Isn't that a good thing? In our experience, God remains are 100% bad news. A lot of terrible things have happened because of them.
Maybe it's a good thing by human standards, but power doesn't come from nothing, and it doesn't just disappear for no reason. The remains aren't just gone. They were taken. Very clever, traveler. You aren't the only one who had something taken from you. There are victims like you everywhere. The only difference being, you can speak, and the remains cannot.
Wow.
So it went unnoticed. Something similar happened in Sumeru. Within the span of one night, countless consecrated beasts were slaughtered, and a large amount of the god remains buried in the desert went missing.
That's what Skirk was doing in Sumeru.
Of course, god remains are just one of the targets. The culprit is chipping away at sources of power all over this world, including the Stella Fortuna above.
Stella Fortuna?
Wait, you mean
The stars.
the stars?
42 of them have died out in the past few months alone.
That's what it meant by the 42 of them had died. The stars.
In Conria, people believed that powerful individuals have corresponding Stella Fortuna. Even should
Like
that individual fall,
constellations?
their Stella Fortuna would not disappear, but gradually evolve into a new constellation.
Yeah, constellation. Evolve into a new constellation. The Stella Fortuna would not disappear, but evolves into a new constellation. Ooh, what?
Yet now, stars are disappearing from the skies entirely, and it's not hard to deduce what's happening to the power they contain.
Well, the sky is fake, so
Something has been leeching power from this world, like a parasite
Something's
steals
leeching
nutrients
power.
from a host. And now, it's no longer satisfied with the remains of the dead. It wants you. This time, it only took a fragment of your soul. But next time, there's
But
no
why you?
telling how far it could go. No one knows. All I know for certain is this. Getting back what you lost will not be easy. Considering how much power this entity has stolen, it must be a god-level being by now at least. But that's not the real concern. Souls are fragile things, and yours could easily be crushed if you go up against it.
So you're gonna help us, right?
right?
We're going to help each other. You are my ticket to uncovering this thing's true identity.
Well, great! You seem super strong and you know a lot about the Abyss, so Paimon will take it.
Don't get all mushy on me. All I'm doing is helping you get back to normal after a sudden crisis.
Uh-huh.
And I should warn you, getting mixed up with me can have unforeseen consequences. We're on very different journeys. You don't want to be in my debt, trust me. You help me uncover the truth behind this entity, and I'll help you recover what you lost. This is a transaction, that's all. You would do well to remember that.
Hey,
Now,
just enter the crack
come along.
in the void.
Yeesh! You'd think she'd be a little friendlier since she's agreed to help us. But nope, she's just like when we met her in the primordial sea. So cold. Well, whatever. If that's how it's gonna be, then she doesn't deserve our friendship. What she does deserve is a super embarrassing nickname.
Oh no. Yeah, what are you gonna call her?
Ah! Paimon's got it! Frosty the Lavender Melon! Serves that ice queen right!
Ito calls Paimon Flying Lavender Melon. So now you're calling her Frosty the Lavender Melon? So you're saying she's a bigger version of you? And yeah, that sounds about right.
Anyway, the important thing is that we get that piece of your soul back. So, let's follow her and see what sort of plan she's got.
Enter the Abyssal Rift. Alright. Oh, the music. What does it sound like?
Whoa! This place is way bigger than Paimon expected.
Wait,
Where are we?
what the music sound like? It's a news thing.
This is where I live. I suppose it's the closest thing I have to a home here.
Somewhere in the abyss.
It is. I brought you here because time flows differently in this place. I don't know how much Ajax has told you, but when he fell into this space, I mentored him for 3
I was
months.
gonna say, did you train
In that time, only
him
3
here?
days passed in the outside world.
Ooh. So time passed differently here. 3 days passed in the outside world. You was taught for 3 months.
Ajax?
Child.
Oh, right! That's Child's real name! Yeah, Paimon remembers him mentioning something like that. So, a month here is equivalent to 1 day in the outside world? That should mean we're safe from that power-hungry soul snatcher for now, right?
Yes, well, I didn't bring you here just to show you around. In the outside world, the traveler could be attacked at any moment, but coming here has bought us quite a bit of time. Now, we just need to figure out how to investigate that place you saw, the one full of fog. Both your description and the abyssal disturbance I felt point to that space having some connection to the abyss. It could even be a domain similar to this one.
Might be.
The thief who stole that fragment of your soul is hiding there. But the abyss is a chaotic and turbulent place.
I'm thinking
If
like
you want to pinpoint their
that was
location, you need to see what that
enemy
space
that's
looks like
similar
without
to
the
the whale.
fog. Abyssal power
So
can grant a
probably-
special form of sight. Have you ever wielded abyssal power before?
Wielded abyssal power? Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Do you plan to learn?
I'm kind of at odds with the abyss.
That tracks. All the information you have suggests the abyss is something sinister. And that abyssal power is a wild and dangerous force that always spells disaster.
True, yeah.
And you're saying that's not true?
Depends on your perspective.
Perspective.
Floods and
yeah.
hurricanes take
Kinda.
countless lives too. But if one day you gain the power to control them, what was once a calamity is now just another tool in your arsenal.
So that's what Skirk has done. Huh? He controls abyss power.
I'll respect your opinion though. Just means we have to turn to the second best option.
Second best?
A little abyss crystal that contains my power. Wear it on your head, and we'll be able to perform dream mirroring when we fall asleep.
Dream mirroring. Oh, so if we're dreaming, she can see the dream.
Dream mirroring?
It means experiencing whatever the other person is dreaming. Everything they see, think, and feel. Since you haven't studied the art of using abyssal power, and have no plans to jump in the deep end right now, I'll have to do the investigating
Yeah,
for
we're not
you.
gonna be like Child.
With dream mirroring, every time you slip into a deep sleep, I'll see with my own eyes whatever scene plays out in your mind. Then, I can guide you through the dream environment, and we'll take back what was stolen from you.
Huh. You make it sound so simple.
Is there anything you need me to do? I guess go to sleep and then experience that again. Huh. So I need to lose weight?
Tough to say. This is an unprecedented situation for both of us. Even assuming we do manage to find where this entity is hiding, like I said, getting your soul fragment back won't be easy. To play it safe, I need to give you some special training first.
Oh boy, training again. But this time,
Wait, you're gonna teach him some of your martial arts?
are we gonna, yeah, are we gonna be like Child?
Does that mean the next time we see Child, we have to treat him like our senior?
Do as you want. For my part, I don't see you as my disciples. You're already
Wow.
a pretty good fighter. All I'm planning to do is build on your current skills and train you for the specific scenarios that I think we might face. But that's enough talk. If you're ready to do this, then come with me.
Okay, another
Time might be
lift.
more lenient here, but that's no excuse to waste it.
Oh, she moves fast. Paimon can hardly keep up with her. So, special training, huh? Kind of a rare opportunity. With your skills, there's not a lot of people qualified to train you. Last time something like this happened was probably
Anti-Raiden
Anti-Raiden Shogun training, right?
Wow, that was a long time
Feels
ago.
like a lifetime ago.
Inazuma, man.
Skirk seems pretty strong too, though. You remember how she said that the all-devouring narwhal was
That's
just her
just a pet.
master's pet? Maybe we really will learn something here.
I'm still confused about the narwhal thing. Like, I know there's a whale, but when we got sucked into the whale, was that some kind of a basic character, or was that just a whale in human form or something? Still confused with that. I think we get answers here, probably. Okay. We can go back. But first round of special training. Oh boy, here we go. What am I gonna do? Fight, dodge?
Ready?
Yeah, ready.
Bring it on!
Your training will be split into 3 stages. Testing your blade work, elemental abilities, and reasoning skills. We'll start with blade work. You're no rookie in this area, so I won't bore you with the basics. During your long journey, you've no doubt sparred with a lot of talented sword fighters. Consciously or not, you will have picked up all kinds of techniques from them.
You bet. There's Kaya, Master Jean,
Oh, yeah.
Kuching.
Are we going through
and
everyone that saw it?
Kazuha, Ayaka. Yeah, we've met sword masters like you in every nation we've been through. You sparred with a bunch of them too, right? Nice to know it's all gonna come in handy now.
Don't get too smug. In sword fighting, techniques alone are not enough. You need a cohesive system to bring it all together. A style, a school of fighting. To use the human body as an analogy, your style is your skeleton, the foundation, the framework. Techniques are the muscles and other flesh attached to the bones. This is where your strength comes from. Improving your sword fighting is like growing that body. If your frame got bigger and taller, but you didn't add any muscle mass, you'd be weak and flimsy. Then again, if you packed on pounds of flesh without a big enough frame to support it, you'd end up bloated and unwieldy. You need to do some introspection. Take a good, hard look at your past experiences and figure out which parts of what you've learned are just techniques, and which parts can be used to form your own system of blade work. Only then will you get the full utility out of all your thoughts and observations along the way. Only then will every strike you deliver make perfect sense.
Wait, is that it? Paimon thought you were gonna teach him some cool new moves. Like when you went swoosh and opened a tunnel to another place.
One day, you'll reach a new level of power where you realize that even that's as basic a trick as any other. But right now, our sword styles are so wildly different that teaching you mere techniques is pointless. There are no shortcuts in the pursuit of power. Failure is your best teacher.
True.
And rigor is your coursework.
Failure is your best teacher. Rigor
That's
is
all
your
I have to
best.
say. Time to make a start. Train until you're satisfied with yourself.
Okay.
Now focus. Destroy the crystal columns as swiftly as you can.
Oh, what? Destroy 7 within 15 seconds. There's only 4. Seconds is too easy. 900? Nah, we're gonna destroy 900 of these? You can't be serious. That's too much. No. We don't have the energy for 900.
This is making Paimon's head spin. Hang in there, traveler!
900 is a little bit too much. We are out of stamina. Hold up. I mean, 15 seconds was fine. This was no time. This is child level of training. Okay, your strength improves. Yeah, 900. Oh, 891. Charge attack AoE has increased. What? What? Charge attack AoE has increased. Wait, charge attack. Okay. Oh, that's actually wider.
Stay calm. Use your head. You have to keep it together.
Do we have a permanent buff to ourselves? $47? Okay, we're actually having a big challenge here. Stamina though. Should preserve stamina. Okay. We after all that, our charge attack is wider now. We unlock a hidden door.
This world will be frozen in time.
Cut to the chase.
Oh, Kaching's voice is different.
Consider a moment of true mastery that you've witnessed in another person and ask yourself, what lies beneath the surface? What's their guiding philosophy? What's their
actually
state of mind
training
as they
here.
maneuver their weapon? Now take that and practice it right away with speed, skill, and strength, over and over, until your hand is one with your mind. This is the only path to true growth.
Step on up.
Lynette.
Dance with the waves.
Nilo. Right, Nilo is also sword. Kazuha. No voice. Ayaka? Sword style, my journey. Wow.
If you start to tire, empty your mind, but do not stop. Stay in that frame of mind as you keep up the fight.
Keep training.
Get rid of all redundant movements. Imagine your sword is an extension of your own body. Wield it
Can we have
just
more
as you
stamina
wield your arms,
after this?
hands, and fingers.
It was on a deserted
Sing
moonlit
Chao.
night
Oh man.
that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair. Rain Cutter! Feathers
Ayaka.
fleeting wet. The white heron treads water. A sight without flaw. Master of Inazuma Kamisato art Tachijutsu.
I'm in the zone. Destroy them all in one move. Okay. Damn. We cut like 1,000 of those.
Looks like you've made some real progress. That concludes your training session.
Awesome! Paimon knew you could do it!
How do you feel?
Exhausted, yeah. Fighting to keep my eyes open.
As you should be. Time flies when you're training hard. You've actually been going for several days now with no rest.
Yeah, meanwhile
Don't know
Paimon's had a
what
whole
time
bunch of
it is.
naps. But you were so focused, she didn't want to interrupt you.
Go get some sleep. I'll be doing the same very soon. Let's hope you see that foggy place in your dream, so I can get this investigation over and done with.
Alright.
Sometimes you have to practice a single movement 1,000,000, maybe 10,000,000 times before the breakthrough moment comes. Nothing in the outside world can help you in this process. The most important thing is to remain patient.
Patience. Right. That's what training is. Go to the makeshift camp. So Chao was trained here, huh? And the same thing happened to you. Alright. I guess we'll rest here. This music is like some kind of news. 'Cause, 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 instead. There we are. Wait, this is a little different. The dream mirror will kick in when I fall asleep. Why am I back here? Yeah, this is different. Oh, maybe this is Skirk's dream, not our dream. Wait, are you familiar? Are you from the Not Cry teaser thing? This creature looks similar like that Not Cry thing. Maybe it's different, I'm not so sure. Follow this creature. Oh.
Skirk, why are you skipping classes again? We've talked about this.
Ooh. Is this when Skirk was still young? And is this a school?
'Cause he's a crabby old man, and he's a boring old man. I don't like going to his classes.
That's Skirk. This is Skirk.
Excuse me. You shouldn't talk about your teacher like that. It's very disrespectful.
All right, let's not get into a big fight about this. Skirk's learned what she needs. There's no point forcing her to sit through more classes if she doesn't want to be there. But I'd still love to hear
This
about
looks
what you got up to
normal.
yesterday. Why don't you tell your dad all about it?
It's the parents.
I went diving, and I saw this huge fish. I never knew they could get that big. It looked kind of dumb, though, with that stupid big fat head. I tried to shake its fin, but it just spat water at me.
Man, you don't even get models for Skirk and the parents when they were young. You just get a ghostly figure instead.
Oh, and today, I'm gonna go to that prairie up north. There's supposed to be this giant bird there that can spit fire. I bet if I climbed on its back, it could fly me all the way to the star.
Then I suppose your old dad should get one as a pet too. Otherwise, how are you gonna hear me call you for dinner up there in the stars?
When it's time to eat, I'll come back on my own, Zilly. Anyway, gotta go.
Silly.
Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad.
Cute.
Wait! Put on a coat at least. You'll catch a cold. I'm talking to you, young lady.
Oh, this is like normal family.
You spoil that child, you know. Ever since that merchant ship arrived, she practically lives outside. Always going on about exploring the beyond one day,
Exploring
whatever
the
that
beyond.
means.
Ah, let the kid do what makes her happy. Besides, we both know you're all bark and no bite. Come on, our little adventurer is gonna be hungry when she gets back. Let's get started on dinner.
Okay. So this is a young Skirk. I'm out. Yeah, that is a young Skirk then. This is a young Skirk basically. The weather's wonderful today. Wow. Okay, another.
The stars shimmer high above.
Oh,
But
that's what this
What
is.
lies beyond the stars?
This ghost thing is Skirk when she's young. Yeah.
Mountains as far as the eye can see, an endless snowy plain, or maybe buildings taller than the sky, like the people from the merchant ship said. Can't be the only one asking these questions. The universe is fascinating. If only I could meet some other people like me. We could set sail together and explore every corner of the world. I'm sick of being a kid. There's so many amazing things out there. I'm ready to see them all. But
For now, I'm starving. Better get back.
What's over there? Oh, something's going on.
Don't let a single one of them get away!
No, please spare the children. Stay back.
Who
They're
are,
coming!
who are they? Damn.
Eliminate the threat.
Take
Right.
them down.
Don't be scared. Ah!
This way!
We'll never make it.
Fire. There's fire everywhere. What happened?
Damn.
I told you we shouldn't have trusted these outsiders!
Oh, the outsiders line is for Skirk story. Who are these outsiders then?
Why are you doing this? What did we do to deserve this? We welcomed you with our finest food and drink, showed you the best our home has to offer, gifted you cloth dyed by our own hands. And this is how you treat us?
Run! Save yourselves!
Who are these people?
Captain, Zone 3 is cleared.
Soldier.
We have Zone 2 surrounded.
Zone 3, Zone 2.
Begin extermination. Remember the orders from upper command. No one is to be left alive.
Rest assured, sir. We have enough munitions to annihilate these savages and burn their entire civilization to the ground.
Who are you guys?
Good. The only ones who put up a real fight are that man and his wife, correct? What's their status?
Skirk's parents?
We shot the man in the ankles and the wife broke her wrist attempting to fight back. They won't be doing much more fighting. They're holed up in their home for now, but they won't last long. To prevent them from making some kind of last stand, we're planning to clear out the other zones first so we can send a bigger squadron to surround them.
Well, well. Turns out some of these beasts do know how to use their claws. Now the threat these savages pose will be undeniable. Let them cling to what's left of their lives for a little longer. Once the other zones are cleared, I'll cut off their heads myself.
The hell?
Dad? Mom?
Oh boy.
Skirk, you're all right. Thank heavens.
I'm so happy to see you, sweet girl. But you need to go. It isn't safe here. They'll be back any second.
What happened? You're bleeding a lot. Dad?
This is the place. Alert all units. Prepare to surround.
Run, Skirk! Run as far away as you can! Don't trust anyone! Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive. My clever girl, so curious. You're already so brave. I know you're going to grow up to be such a positive light in this world.
Whenever you miss us, just play this song. Remember, life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
Break down the door! Look what we have here. A savage that can pluck a tune. Well, the show's over.
Oh boy.
You! Stop singing! Shut it! I said shut it or I'll make you! Fine. Have it your way!
Skirk's past. That's what we saw. Oh, it's her theme song from the trailer. Wow.
You're awake. I found a few clues while you were asleep, but it's only a start. Now, time for the second stage of your training.
What did you find? Wait. We went into Skirk's like dream or something, right? And was it at the same time Skirk went into our dream?
This time, the focus is elemental energy. Come find me when you're ready to begin.
Okay. Elemental energy. Well, are we gonna have an improvement on our elemental energy? How can that be improved? We have a stronger charge, longer charge, bigger charge attack range.
So surreal, don't you think? No day and no night. It's like time hardly exists.
Yeah.
If we weren't careful to keep track, it feels like we'd have no idea how long we've even been here. Well, except for the fact that Paimon still gets hungry like clockwork. You go do your training. Paimon's gonna grab a bite.
Alright then. Let's start the second phase. Ready.
The way I see it, the pursuit of power is divided into 3 stages. The first is mastering the use of standard weapons. Next is learning how to harness natural energy. And after that, you're free to challenge even higher dimensions.
Challenge higher dimensions. Wow.
The natural energy of Tivat is, of
Elemental
course,
energy,
elemental
yeah.
energy. But that's not my area of expertise.
Yeah, you don't
I draw
use
from a different
elemental
source of
energy.
power. Abyssal power,
Yep.
yes. Also known as the power of the Void
The
Realm.
Void Realm.
My master, Sertologi, is a true expert in that area. After all, he was one of the group of 5 that infamously stole the all-encompassing power of the Abyss.
The
An
5
act for which
sinners.
the people of Conria gave them the epithet, the 5 Sinners.
Yep. So, yeah, we didn't know this before, but now we do because of what these said. And this is a co-student, is Sertologi.
The elemental energy of Tivat, on the other hand, is derived from the power of the Light Realm. These 2 forms of energy exist in direct opposition to each other. Suffice to say, there's not much I can teach you this time.
So Light Realm is the 7 elements. The Abyssal Realm is different. Something familiar about the power you use is similar related to cryos. It's a fake, yeah, your power is like cryo, but it's abyssal cryo, not light cryo, I guess.
A keen observation, traveler. Call it respecting local norms.
Respect.
The Abyss stands in direct conflict with the will of this world. So,
Disguise,
to make
yeah.
my life easier, I disguise my power to make it appear cryo-like in nature. It's a
But it's actually
technique I
Abyss.
learned from some Conrian ruins, known as the 7 Shifting Serpent.
7 shifting serpent.
If you ever change your mind about delving into abyssal power, I can teach it to you.
Yeah, you have the ability to purify.
So I've heard. You seem to have a knack for removing abyssal power. But is purification really what's going on there? Like I said, power does not simply disappear.
So you're saying that it's not purifying?
Just thinking out loud. Let's focus on your elemental training. That's what's gonna help us if the situation gets tricky.
What if it's not really purifying but absorbing? Like the abyssal power is absorbed, like it's absorbed from whoever has that abyssal power, but now we are holding it. It's not just purifying, is it absorbing?
True growth comes from adversity.
Maybe?
But only if you make the choice to pick yourself up again every time you fall. So, it's time to push yourself to the limit, and then keep pushing. This is the only way to advance at pace. Use the power of Animo to clear the field as fast as you can.
Oh, we're gonna switch, elements. Animal training. Oh, we're doing all of them? Are we doing all the elements? Not just one? Okay, wait.
Disappear!
Okay. Can we switch?
Observe your surroundings. Look for things you can use to tilt the scales of success in
Oh,
your
we're
favor.
doing this? Hold up. We're doing mixed elements. Wait, come here. Damn it.
With the wind!
We're taking elements.
Wind blade!
Please tell me our EM increase a lot or something after this. You train the element, but okay, now Hydro. This is what I did.
Use the power of Hydro to destroy the spikes.
Easy. That was it. 3.
Faster. Don't give them a chance to strike you. You need to be quicker than you were in your dream. You can't afford another injury like
no.
that.
Let's just strike faster. Oh no. Too late.
Go!
No. Oh. Wait. A bit slow.
Go!
Okay. Next element. Geo.
You need to understand what makes you special.
Yeah, we can change elements.
The ability to wield elemental energy without a vision and switch between the elements at will.
But we are not doing that in the real world, huh? In Teyvat, we have to go to a stupid statue to change. But we can actually just change whenever we want.
It means your aspirations need no approval from the gods.
Yeah.
Your power is not bound by the rules
Please
of
tell
this
me we can
world.
just change at will and not just changing on some stupid statue.
So be bold. Do not be afraid to chart your own path.
Careful as a wind, tough as stone, nimble as lightning, motion that's falling. Elements flowing. We can mix elements. Hydro. Mix elements alone.
Very good.
No?
It seems you've reached a deeper level of connection with the elements.
Okay.
Long enough for you to lose yourself in your training, which is a good sign. Relentless practice with the elements has drained all your strength, but it's also what allowed you to make progress. Get some rest. When you wake
What's our
up,
buff from
we'll
that?
proceed to the final stage of your training.
This time we can just change our element freely or something.
If you wish to master the elements at a fundamental level,
You must see the entire
natural world. Nature in all its places and forms. That is part of what it means to be a traveler.
Ooh. Is that why we're going through the 7 nations? To actually learn about all the 7 elements and make yourself that stronger than that. Well, we only have 6 right now. Once we go to Snezhnaya, we'll probably have the light power back. Is that how it works? Again with this music, it's like a news, breaking news. This place again. Okay, we're back to Skirk's memory again. I know who this is. This is Skirk, but a past Skirk. Cause say this creature is just playing as Skirk's past, but maybe it isn't.
What is the secret to power?
Oh, Cetology? What is the secret? Okay, so this is what Skirk asking Cetology then.
Longing. Hatred. Self-preservation. No. It is fear.
Fear.
The fear of losing those you love. The fear of watching your home burn. Fear of loneliness. Fear of death. Fear is the source of evolution. It forces humanity to adapt to their environment and overcome hardship. It is in the process of prevailing over our fears that we surpassed first ourselves and then the rest of the world. That fear is now part of you. It calls on you to evolve. And it is time to answer.
Okay.
Any minute spent missing home is a minute wasted. Practice your sword work instead. Do not make me tell you twice.
But, Master, I can barely lift the sword anymore. If I keep going, I feel like my wrist is going to break.
So it has not broken yet. Then pick up your sword and keep practicing until it breaks. I want to hear the cracking and splintering of bone. After all, bones can always be reset.
Okay. I think teaching with getting lessons from Skirk is crazy as getting from Cetology, huh?
Good Skirk. Once again, you survived. How do you feel?
Cold and pain.
These are signs that you are adapting to the abyss. Each time the flesh is torn and the spirit crushed, each time you claw back from the brink of death, you become stronger. I now understand why these people sought to destroy your homeland. Your potential goes beyond even what I could have anticipated.
I understand why these people destroy your homeland.
But you still have much to learn in your pursuit of strength. Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, I shall show no mercy in your training. You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self
why
that makes
she
you weak
doesn't show emotion.
and become master over your physical form. Get up, Skirk. Wipe the blood off your face. Cut away the rotten parts of your flesh and mend what is broken. Then take up your sword.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, Skirk's past. Where does she come from?
You're up! Hopefully you got some good rest. Skirk said to tell you that she's ready to start the final stage of your training whenever you are. So, want to head over now? Or did you want to wait a little?
I mean, we can't really ask her also, probably, because she's, well, Already one answers, but now it's part 2. Yeah, we complete the training. We'll try and ask later. I think Skirk knows that we are experiencing that, but it's not important probably for her. Alright. Third round. And what did we get from the second one?
From your training so far, you have gained better command of the sword, and more control over your elemental abilities. That's only part of it. Experience is the real teacher. Your journey, the friends you have made, the dangers you have faced. These have taught you more than I ever could. Now, it's time to focus on how you react under pressure. You must be able to think rationally, even in unpredictable combat situations. To simulate this, I'm going to attack, and you're going to block.
Are we doing a counter the parry thing here?
Ready?
I don't think, yeah. Give me your words. I don't think we're blocking Skirk's attacks. This is probably just a...
Not bad. That defensive stance looks near unbreakable.
Unless you can't expect the attack to be right obvious.
Just like your sister. Oh, that reminds me. You still don't know what happened to her, do you?
Just like your sister. What do you know of that? Is this a way to drop our guard down? Yeah. Yeah, that's a way to drop our guard down. Wow.
Hey, no fair! That's cheating!
You think every opponent has the same moral code as you? You can denounce their deplorable methods all you want, but only if you live to tell the tale. The dead don't get to complain. Strong emotions will always arise in combat. Anxiety, anger, fear. But a true warrior is never at their whim. Only when you are free from the influence of emotion can you make the right choice, no matter the situation.
Basically, that's what Skirk went through, this.
How amusing. Almost sounds like you think you know me.
I'm pretty sure she knows we just experienced all that.
But you don't. You can choose your own path. We are not the same. Let's begin. Try to use reason over emotion.
Reason.
Make the most rational and advantageous decision in any given moment. This is your final training session.
Oh boy.
Look alive.
No, we are. Hold up.
Same drill as before, but this time I'm going to interfere.
Oh, what? Oh, so we are avoiding Skirk's attacks while doing this. Oh. Okay. Oh no. The top ones are important. Wait. You can't wait. Oh shit. Shit, well. The top one first. Cool down.
Water jet!
Got stamina.
Not bad. Better than I expected.
Okay. It's not easy to control my emotions. Yeah. Once you understand what's going on, you know what to do.
You're getting the hang of it. The first step to controlling your emotions is controlling your mind. You want a unified training negative thought. It all comes down to focus.
Focus on the battle.
Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, I shall show no mercy in your training.
This is the same thing. Getting rid of distractions.
You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak. And become master over your physical form.
Isn't this also distraction? I guess you are still
Let's
focused.
pause here. One look, and I can tell your mind has wandered. That's
Can
to be
tell.
expected. There's a limit to how long a human being can concentrate on one thing. Staying calm and focused sounds simple in theory, but in practice, it's more demanding than sword work or elemental abilities.
Yeah.
Get some rest. No point training further if you're already dead on your feet. Like I said at the beginning, the only goal of this training is for you to reach a point that you're satisfied with. You managed to push past your limits, which is a good start. You can be proud of that and sleep well knowing that you've earned it.
The chest? No, thank
Warriors
you.
will train day and night to perfect their skills. But when the battle comes, their fate may be decided in a matter of minutes. One mistake, one moment of hesitation. And just like that, all their blood, sweat, and tears were for nothing. You need to push yourself to perfection, or you might not even live to regret it.
I just want to check. Are we really have a permanent longer? I guess we do, huh? Alright then. We're still not seeing what we experienced before. We keep experiencing what Skirk's dream is. Again, yep. Skirk's inner world. Alright, we're taking a look around. We do not have elemental sight. Or do we? Where's my mouse? Oh shit, okay, my mouse is not showing. I can't use the mouse. I can't use elemental sight. It's a dream after all.
Skirk is amazing. She faced down that terrifying giant and cut its head clean off.
She got hurt though, didn't she? I heard it was pretty bad.
Yeah, well, that's a given. But the moment she was on the mend, she got right back to practicing her sword work. I heard Master suffered a grave injury once too. Lost an arm and a leg and still came back stronger than ever. Skirk's becoming more like him by the day.
Lost limbs. Right? And now Skirk is just becoming like him. Oh, not thinking back of Dane's Slave again. What he said.
Incredible. I wonder if I'll ever reach their level. They're always so resolute, so unshakable.
Okay.
Pathetic. You're not even trying. You're so much weaker than you think.
Skirk, have you become a positive light in this world?
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies
bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth. Yet you alone live on.
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
I have so many questions. I just want to jump in a spaceship, explore the whole universe, and get answers from the stars. I just need to wait till I'm grown up. Then I can do anything.
Oh, that's a lie.
Now, you must bid farewell to who you were in the past and become someone stronger.
Bid farewell to your past. Become stronger.
Run! Skirk! Run! Only death awaits us here. Keep running and don't ever look back.
Yeah, seeing all that, this is back to the table. Oh wait, no!
Let's see here. First things first, you need a new identity.
Alice? New identity?
Going around telling people you're from somewhere beyond the stars won't do, now will it? How about saying you hail from beneath the earth instead?
Because Skirk is an outsider. So don't say that. You're beneath the earth.
As the Conrian saying goes, venturing out into the universe and down into the abyss are the same in that both are braving the dark unknown.
Oh, that's what you mean. Venturing out into the universe, down into the abyss.
Well, I'm a visitor on this planet, so I'll follow the rules.
Ah, splendid. That saves me quite a bit of trouble. Let me offer you a piece of advice in return, although it might not be what you want to hear. I know the pursuit of strength is important to you, but taking a moment for yourself every once in a while is never a bad idea. Ignore her existence for too long, and there will come a day when you can no longer hear her voice.
Who's her? Is it just your past self? Grilled meat.
You're awake! You must be starving, right? Ta-da! A barbecue feast just for you! Of course you are! That's why Skirk and Paimon got
Two
this
of best
all
friends
ready
now.
for you. Dig in! Before it gets cold. Ah, well, if you're around someone long enough, it's bound to happen. Plus, Skirk can cook. So, Paimon decided she can forget the whole Ice Queen thing. Paimon's not one to hold a grudge.
Skirk is just right there, you know.
Here's an idea. Let's save the chit-chat until after the meal.
Alright.
Ugh, so full. Okay, it's Paimon's turn to sleep now. Wake her up when it's time to go.
Well,
I have good news. First, your training is complete. You
Already.
have what it takes to wield immense power. Now it's just a matter of putting it into practice. Continue to learn from your journey and hone your skills against formidable opponents. Second, I've located the culprit we've been searching for.
already?
Next, you just need to retrieve the missing part of your soul, and our business will be concluded. When Ajax trained with me, he once told me he was bursting with questions.
Oh,
So I allowed
yeah.
him to ask me 3 of them before he left.
Well, you didn't answer the third question, you just threw him out after that.
You and I may never meet again, traveler. So
Might
if there's
never meet
anything you
again.
want to ask me, now's your opportunity. Just like Ajax, I'll answer 3 of your questions.
Alright. Yeah, we saw her memories. But the most important one is... No, you aren't. She isn't.
Okay, not the angle I was expecting. What makes you ask that?
Or are you? Okay, we're supposed to be voiced here, but I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier, but while we were dream mirroring, I think I saw your memories. I think she knows that, or no? She didn't notice that? No, she did not even notice that? Okay, that was not what I expected. That really took her by surprise, yeah.
I knew that was a possible side effect. Closed off my mind to you for that exact reason.
She shut it off, okay. It was possible,
Even with
but
the
she didn't
dream
think of it.
mirroring,
Really?
should have seen nothing but endless darkness.
Not really. Yeah, it wasn't on purpose. I always thought it was on purpose, but it just ignored it or something. She tried her best to keep them. That was all I saw into that feature. Yeah.
Whatever. Must have been a flaw in my execution. I shouldn't be too surprised. Due to some recent circumstances, my self-control has been lacking as of late. Since you've seen what you've seen, there's no reason to hide the truth. All I ask is that you keep it a secret.
Okay.
No, I'm not from Teyvat.
Jason, yeah.
I'm from a different planet.
Different planet.
And there was a time when I journeyed through the stars. A lot like you in some ways.
You're also known. Kind of, but no. Like what Scientology said, she's a trespasser, not really a descendant.
No, we're different in that respect. You're influencing the fate of this world. But me, I'm just passing through. Several hundred years ago, my master, Scientology, opened the border between worlds and sent me here. But this is not my home. And one day, I'll return to the vast unknown of space. So, there you have it. On to your second question.
Alright, that's one question. Number 2. What is your goal in coming here?
To become stronger. For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. But first, I need to understand the source of his strength.
You train with your master Scientology, and now you want to be as strong as him. But you need to understand what's making him stronger. Are you trying to be like him?
To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps. Walk the path he once walked. And somewhere along the way,
a bit similar
I'll
like
find
what's
out
going
how
on.
to defeat him. That is my sole focus and purpose.
You want to defeat him?
You have one question remaining.
Alright, last question. Yeah, your goal is to defeat the foul. There's a lot of reasons that could be. What's our last question?
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the
Are we gonna
incident
ask the
I
same
experienced
thing
there,
Chelsea?
I've never
Nah.
stopped searching for Master Skirk in that unknown abyss.
In that unknown abyss. Well, we found it.
But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing.
Maybe she has to get Child some answers.
Well, your last question?
You know Child is looking for you. Are you going to let him see you? Wow.
Ajax. His situation is different than yours. Before you ever crossed paths with me, you'd already encountered many formidable people, studied their techniques, and developed your own skill set. So, during your training, all I had to do was build upon that foundation. But Ajax was so young when he came to me. Complete blank canvas. Children can't help but imitate their role models. In the long run, that would only hinder his growth.
It's a bit like how Scientology trained Skirk when Skirk was young.
Once Ajax has enough strength in his own right, I will allow us to meet again. Until then, let that motivate him to reach his full potential.
Okay. I'm not buying it. Sound like the decision has everything to do with child and nothing to do with her. Longer than if you count how slowly time passes. Yeah, time passes slowly here, so how long has it been?
Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. The weak and the lowly have no right to remember me. They're lucky they only have a few missing memories to show for it.
She never established a connection with this world. She looks down on the weak, or she doesn't want to get the feeling of emotions again. I can relate to that. I already used up my 3 questions. Still feel like I haven't heard a true voice, yeah.
Wake up your companion. It's time to go. Oh, and everything I just told you. Best keep it a secret from her as well.
Alright.
Time to go. Oh, finally.
We're back in Leeway.
Where are we headed?
Just follow me. I'll open an abyssal rift close to the culprit's location. It will take us to where he's hiding.
Can you just open it right here? Then we can just go all the way there. Alright, we'll use our usual teleport waypoints. The chasm? Near to the chasm? I guess there was some abyssal energy in the chasm. Alright. Was it whole? Oh, if we dash, it's cancelled out. Okay. What if I just tap?
Extinguished.
A bit confused here. Oh wait, that's never mind. I want to get those. Is this a trap? No, it's not.
Wait, this is near the chasm, right?
Yes.
Yes. If we enter from here, we'll be able to reach that place from your dream. You have some experience with abyssal domains by now, but still, this is someone else's territory. Best to proceed with caution.
Don't worry, Paimon's an expert at hiding behind other people for safety.
Paimon is just hiding behind.
Oh, but, that means you need to stay safe, traveler.
Alright. Remember your training. Time to put it to use.
Alright, here we go. We have Skirk as well to back up. Let's go. We have a Hydro Cryo team with Skirk and Traveler. Oh no, never mind. We just have Skirk and Traveler. Oh boy. Trial Skirk, just wanna see. Finale of the Deep, yeah. C3, yep. It's literally like the whale area that we fought, right?
Water jet! Bombs away!
Paradigm shift.
Holy shit. We only get, oh okay, I was gonna say we only get 2. I only use Skirk. Oh shit.
Careful, don't get hit. You know what? Paimon's just gonna float behind
I
you.
thought Paimon was in the
Come on,
location.
you got this.
You can't aim those? Yeah, isn't this the spot where we fought the whale? Kinda.
Wipe out! Water jet!
Alright.
Hey, what are you two doing here?
Abyss? What?
Dusty. Let's press on.
Water jet!
Oh no. God damn it. There you go. Can we destroy those things? No, I don't think so.
Go!
Doesn't work. Oh boy. Seriously, this feels like the place where we fought the whale. Kinda.
Oh, looks like this is a dead end.
This is where it was.
Did we make it to his hiding place? Ugh,
This is the dream.
this fog is making it impossible to see anything.
This is the dream.
This should be the place where
Yeah.
you were attacked, traveler.
Yes, it is.
The missing part of your soul should be nearby. Can you sense where it is?
I know it's nearby.
Our opponent must have covered his tracks just in case. Otherwise, you should have sensed it much more strongly.
Hold on, look, the spikes are back.
That's the thing that attacked our back.
Stay calm. Let's hold back a little. Give our enemy some wiggle room so we can see what we're dealing with. If you're too reckless, you might be playing right into his hands. Our enemy took part of your soul for a reason. It's likely he integrated it into his attack somehow. If we're smart about this, we can track it down.
Evade, okay. Ow, I did not evade. God damn it. Okay, we evaded that. Attacking again and again. It's just attacking. How do you fight it?
From the start, the attacks have been focused on me.
Oh?
Trying to break through my defenses? I see.
Now it's going to her. Oh shit. What was that? Trying to take something from her. You're right, that thing was. What is that? Oh, that's part of us, okay.
There. I got it back.
Nice. But,
Traveler! Skirk!
what happened to Skirk?
What happened? It looked like Skirk just got...
I think she's fine. Are you?
In the Guele Plains, you asked me why this enemy chose you as his target.
Is it because we...
Now, the answer is
It's up to
clear.
you though.
It's not just the fact that your strength is impressive. It's also because of your ability to, as you put it,
Purify
purify abyssal power.
It's because we have that ability?
Whatever that actually means. The fact is, that ability allowed him to do something that should have been completely impossible.
Which is?
Namely, break through my defenses and steal my power.
Yeah, it was after you from the beginning.
No. He couldn't have known I'd come to his domain. He only stole your soul fragment because he knew the value of its power. I doubt he expected it to come in handy so soon. Call it fate if you want. I believe that's the term they use in this world for arbitrary coincidences, like, in any case, it works to our advantage. Once I realized what he was using that power for, it gave me the chance to get back what you lost. I'll cope.
I'll cope. Okay. This is gonna be a new meme though.
Well, done gorging? Good. Time to answer some questions. How did you get the power of the all-devouring narwhal?
Yeah.
The all-devouring narwhal?
It is related with the whale.
Oh, of course! Paimon knew that spike thing looked familiar. It looks just like that narwhal's horn!
Yeah.
I highly doubt you acquired that power through your own strength. Tell me I'm wrong. You're desperate enough to scour the land for god remains and whatever vestiges of power you can find. That alone proves you wouldn't be able to defeat a creature like that.
That alone proves you won't be able to defeat a creature. So this, whoever this is, it's even weaker than the whale.
Which leaves one possibility. You know my master, the Foul, Sertology.
But you know who Sertology is.
The Foul. Who dares call him foul?
What are you? Okay, someone who hates Sertology, I guess. But is it who dares call him foul? I don't know if he actually...
What's wrong? Bit off more power than you can chew? You're struggling to hold a basic conversation.
Just a little longer. I'm still...
Who is this?
Look, it's back!
It's using the whale's power.
Those obsessed with power will let it devour them before abandoning their pursuit. Keep calm and use reason to decide the best course of action.
Remember what we learned? Some of our power was stolen. If we pursue him, our chances of winning are high. Skirk's breathing is weaker than usual. If we attack now, can't guarantee her or Paimon's safety. Yeah, I think we should get out of here. Unless...
Wise decision.
Yeah.
Final victory doesn't always come after a single battle. You've got your soul fragment back, so we both got what we came for. Let the enemy draw breath while he can. It won't be for long. Get us out of here, traveler. You'll need to lead the way this time.
Oh, we have to run. Retreat. Ah!
Skirk, is your shoulder gonna be okay?
The wound is minor. It'll heal in no time. You should focus on getting out of here alive instead.
Okay.
Oh, it spikes! Run!
Forget fighting. Run. Get out of here. Whoa. Hold up.
Watch out! Looks like this place is about to collapse!
Still have stamina.
So, this guy's power has something to do with the all-devouring narwhal. Did you know that all along, Skirk?
Yeah, we've been fighting.
I had my suspicions. That's why I decided to investigate in the first place. But suspicions only get you so far.
Oh, I didn't know there was more line. But when we fought the whale, wasn't there like some someone there. Was that there's someone, or we're out?
Phew. Oh, we should be safe here, right?
I no longer sense his presence. Cantor followed us out of that abyssal domain. Weaklings like him will find that my power is not so easily controlled. He won't be leaving that place until he's managed to digest it.
Yeah, even managed to steal from you of all people.
You seem surprised. I suppose that's fair. You've seen but a fraction of what that whale is capable of. That gaping maw could swallow a planet whole. It's called the all-devouring narwhal for a reason. Devouring is what it does best. It can extract power from anything, dead or alive, as long as it manages to make physical contact.
Yeah. When we had our run-in with that thing, the roulette mentioned that it has an instinct to devour.
Your dragon friend recognized the nature of its abilities and used the power of Hydro to protect you. That worked because it was in a satiated state, so it was somewhat less aggressive than usual. It's a different story when it has no more power to feed off of. That's when its true voracious nature kicks in. It could devour everything on the planet in that state, which is why I cast it into that void space. But I hadn't counted on there being anyone left on this planet capable of wielding its power. To me, that says he must have encountered the whale a long time ago. Meaning, he must have known my master.
Yeah, I got a reaction out of him.
Exactly. Told me everything I needed to know. Hence why I said we both got what we came for. And I believe that brings our transaction to an end. Now that you're whole again,
I
you
guess
can
we're
get back to your
normal
own
now.
journey. I'll handle the rest of this situation myself.
No way! We can't leave now! Something was stolen from you because of
Yeah,
us!
but now
We have
you
to help
have,
you get it back!
you have something stolen now. It's the other way around.
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall, you get back up again and become stronger. That's how it is.
But what if that monster finds you before you're all better? Plus, how are you gonna get home? It's not like you can just go swoosh and open a door to the abyss again. Not without your full strength.
That's a fair point.
So, sticking with us for the time being doesn't sound so bad, does it?
Fair enough. Then take this.
What is it?
The bag of Mora. Nothing in this world is free. I know that much.
You don't have to.
I'll leave the planning to you. Hurry up and decide where to go. We shouldn't linger.
We should take Skirk somewhere she can rest. But where? Paimon gets the feeling Skirk wouldn't like being around a lot of people. Oh wait! Baishu said we could rest in the back room of the pharmacy, didn't he? Let's head there!
I guess that's fine.
He'll know something about Master. I'm sure of it. Next time, I need to be ready. Fine. It was just a scratch. It'll take time to recover my strength, of course. But adapting to situations like this is nothing new for me.
Your outfit is different. Yeah, she can change outfits.
Oh, this. It's a star crystal suit. Abyssal
crystal.
energy is scarce in Teyvat. Wearing this helps me access it more freely. It stores concentrated abyssal energy that I can draw from on the go. When the energy runs out, it reverts back to its original form. Found somewhere to rest. Well, lead the way then.
Alright. Let's go.
This bag from Skirk has a ton of Mora in it.
How much are you seeing? 100,000?
Does she have a job or something? Wait, no. After what we saw at Wamin restaurant, that seems impossible. Can you imagine? If would go something like,
Imagine Skirk has a job somewhere here.
I'll be collecting my paycheck now, boss. Oh, sure thing. Wait, who are you? Have we met?
Actually, I can see that happening. Because, yeah, we like forget who is this.
Can't hold a job if you make everyone forget about you. So, what did you do to get all this Mora?
Claimed some buried treasure, took care of a few monsters that were causing trouble. Nothing untoward. It's safe to use.
I guess opening chests, like what we're doing. Opening chests here and there. Took out monsters.
You heard all that?
We can hear our thoughts, man.
A sonorous voice like yours is hard to miss. I wouldn't be surprised if the sound of it traveled to the nearest mountaintop.
Well, how to say? If it was the older voice... Oh, it's so annoying that we know where is it from, right? But this is at least better now.
Then, did you by chance happen to hear Paimon's little, joke earlier?
What? The nickname?
You mean when you called me Frosty the Lavender Melon?
Yeah, she guess she did hear about that.
No, sorry. Paimon totally misspoke just now. She didn't say that at all. It was, a Paimon lookalike. Yeah, she's a piece of work, that one. Always impersonating Paimon and giving people weird nicknames.
She doesn't mind, I
Okay,
guess.
fine.
Yeah.
The truth is, Paimon didn't like you all that much at the start, but things are different now. You helped the Traveler in a big way, so what do you say? Friends?
I noticed there was only one bed. Go ahead and get some rest.
Wait, what about you?
I don't get tired, and I don't need rest. I'm going to practice my sword work. That should help me regain some strength.
But you shoulder. Hey, don't just leave.
Yeah, she's the one hurt. She should be resting.
Whatever. Let her tire herself out. She'll come back eventually. Let's get some sleep, Traveler. That comfy bed is calling, Paimon.
Yeah. I hope. She's resting over there.
Quiet.
Quiet. Unless she's having a nightmare.
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire?
Yeah.
How many bodies were left
The
to
dream
rot on
she's
the
always
scorched earth?
facing.
Yet you alone live on.
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
Run, Skirk, run! Only death awaits us here. Keep running, and don't ever look back.
It's the same dream. So next day.
Getting an early night's sleep is the best. That bed was so comfy. Wait, Skirk? Have you been sitting out here the whole night? The bed's all yours if you want it.
About 60%. Maybe 70.
Whoa! Paimon thought it would take at least a couple of days. That was fast.
No, not fast enough. That's 20% less than last time. Same training regimen, same intensity. Nothing felt different, but somehow the outcome fell short.
Now it's her turn, huh? Now it's because of that spike.
No.
No?
I think the problem's with me. I need to meditate for the next 2 days. Deep introspection should help me find the issue.
Ooh, sounds intense. We'll watch over you in the meantime then.
Thanks. See you in 2 days.
Are we really gonna skip 2 days? With normally and manually on the clock? Okay, no. She's meditating. Okay.
Skirk is still meditating, huh? It's been 2 days already. Shouldn't she be awake by now? Paimon can't think of anything we can do to help. Oh, wait! Breakfast! That's it! Paimon will go get breakfast! Skirk is gonna be starving when she wakes up. Be right back.
Can you imagine if Child just out of nowhere? Well, Child's not here. Child's not in the area anymore. Oh. Wait. It's not in the dream. What are you? Are we experiencing back the dream again? What? That was not what I expected. Is this in her dream? Wait, this is different. The color of the water is changing. The closer, the darker it gets. This is...
That's right. This is Skirk's inner world. Think of it as the threshold between the soul and dreams. This isn't your first time here, but what you remember is probably a space covered in darkness. I only managed to illuminate a small portion for you back then. Actually, it's my first time talking to someone like this. I only managed to break free and bring you here because the injury weakened her power. I guess that's why I can speak again, too.
This is the Skirk's inner self or something.
Call it fate, if you want. I think that's the word they use in this world for lucky coincidences like this.
It's like her past self.
Now, before I take you to her, I gotta ask. You're the first outside visitor to ever come here, so what's your impression of this
The
place?
river, the cliffs and waterfalls.
Oh, you noticed. This river represents Skirk's strength. Strength accumulates over time. It is the summation of a person's lived experience. So this river is where all the fragments of Skirk's life should converge into a single stream of memories and emotions, flowing forward as one. But as you can see, this river has been severed numerous times. It's because Skirk doesn't like who she was in the past, and all she sees reflected in the river is a disgraceful shadow of who she was. She cuts through water and rock with the sword of reason, severs her connection with the past, and begins anew.
You can't fully cut what's in the past, right?
You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotions. Crush the self that makes you weak and become master over your physical form.
So it's not fully cut off.
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall, you get back up again and become stronger.
It's also a part of like
That's
learning
how
from
it is.
mistakes. Or is it? Yeah, psychology taught Skirk to replace emotion with reason. It's been a process of abandoning, refuting, and erasing a past self.
The answer to one mystery invites another question. Let's follow the river upstream. There among the cliffs, among the memories etched into her heart, lies the truth of it all. Soon, you'll understand everything.
Interesting. We're traveling by 10 elemental side. This is not a dream. This is our drawing on the sand. She recognized the drawing on the sand. Isn't that the picture I drew? Yes. Why is it in Skirk's memories? Yes. What? We need answers on this.
I've always thought that, even when falling leaves don't come from the same tree, they can still form bonds of kinship when they meet. Like meteors. You both made a journey through the stars. Both travelers who have landed on a planet that is not your home. Yet, when she first noticed your presence, although she hesitated for a moment, she still chose to walk away, indifferent as ever.
It's not surprising at all. She prefers to disappear from other people's lives. She hasn't seen Child in years either. She hasn't made a connection with this world of her own volition.
Seems like you've answered your own question. Skirk sees herself as a trespasser in this world.
Yeah.
She's
okay.
made a conscious choice to avoid altering its path.
And we don't want
to. The reason for that decision stems from events much earlier on in her life.
That's what she's reasoning.
Let's keep going. It's still a long way to the source of the river.
What it takes to wield immense power. From this day forth, I shall teach you no more. No one can become a worthy warrior through imitation alone. I have given you fangs and claws. Now, you must learn to hunt.
You wish me to travel the world beyond on my own, Master?
Indeed. Make new friends. Embark on your own journey.
Lithology says make new friends.
Future from the shattered remnants of your past.
Piece together a new future from the shattered remnants.
We will still have contact through the abyss. But know this. One day, I will take the life you worked so hard to rebuild and reduce it to ashes.
What?
Just like the fire that haunts your mind.
So this is Lithology. The one we fought in the whale.
Why do you do that?
I have told you before. Fear is the catalyst for human evolution.
Lithology is using fear to evolve as human.
You have tasted loss. You have known fear, so deep it can be felt in the bones. But as living beings, we all have an instinct to detach from that which harms us. And thus pain dampens over time, and the acrid taste of fear becomes but a distant memory. Yet now, I have bestowed upon you the gift of fear eternal. It will drown you in the nightmare of your childhood, or it shall drive you to defeat me, whatever the cost.
Drown you in the nightmare of your childhood, or drive you to defeat me. Yeah, I wasn't thinking wrong. I saw the same figure during the battle against the all-devouring narwhal. So the one we battled was Lithology. when we're fighting the whale. Unless it's not that similar.
That is what Skirk's master, the foul,
At one point in time?
looked like at one point in time.
Okay, so he looked like that at one point.
Of course, as a higher being, physical form is a triviality to him. He could appear as a beast, a human,
So that's not his
even a
true form.
monster that defies description. The form you see him in here, clad in abyssal armor, is the one he usually wears when traveling through the stars.
Yeah, I thought it was just like the same. It's like master and student, but doesn't look like it for Cetology and Skirk. Threatening to destroy whatever life she managed to create. That's why she doesn't want to. Because once she does, she has a fear of losing it again. Yeah, it is kind of what I expected. The fear of losing it again once you start it.
For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. But first, I need to understand the source of his strength. To do that,
But I
I
feel
need
like,
to follow in his footsteps.
but I feel like
Walk
this
the
is
path
a
he once
fear,
walked.
right?
And somewhere along the way, I'll find out how to defeat him. That is my sole focus and purpose.
It is a power of fear, but is it a lie or is it actually? I don't know. Don't understand why Cetology would do that. Yeah, I didn't pick up a conflict between them.
I'll let you
Why would
in
you
on a
train
little secret.
Skirk then if you
The
had that
real
kind of?
serology is terrifying.
The real Cetology is terrifying.
The scope of his power is impossible to understand until you experience it firsthand. It is absolute. The power to crush all things. Shall we keep going? Let's see.
Thinking
We're
back
about
again.
halfway there.
What did Dainsleif actually say about the core student Cetology? Oh, what's that about? I'm thinking that. Alright. Just when I thought the story's about to end. But I feel like, yeah, it's not enough info from all this. Oh, that's young Skirk.
We've made it quite a ways already. This is Skirk, when she first began training under Serology.
I have set your broken wrist. Tomorrow, you're to train twice as hard.
Okay. I heard about the broken limbs thing. This is just a broken wrist.
No tears this time. Good. Attempting to garner sympathy through tears is a habit of the weak. A pitiful, useless ploy.
Can I ask a question, Master?
Yeah, why?
Why did you save me? I keep thinking. Maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that fire all the time. I wouldn't have to go on like this.
I saved you because I have a plan for you. It has been too long since I fought a battle that demanded my full strength, and I hunger for it. Every so-called genius and prodigy I have faced has crumbled like sand underfoot.
Every so-called genius and prodigy
Before
has
me,
crumbled.
even fate bends the knee. So, I will teach you everything I know. Train you by whatever means necessary, in the hope that one day
Hoping that
you
you
might
might
surprise me.
But I don't want to draw my sword against you, Master.
Well, right now, no. But Cetology then gives her a goal like, I will destroy everything in your life with. Then, okay, then Skirk has to do it. Has to draw a sword. It's like making you. It's like the Itachi movement, like hate me or something.
What
Something
you
like that.
want matters little. Among
Something
the
like in
boundless sea
Itachi.
stars, the cries of the weak are but faint murmurs that disappear
Just to make it
into the
stronger.
void. You of all people know that well.
Yes, Master. From that day forward, all she knew was grueling training, emptiness, and fatigue. After some time, her talent bloomed, and she gained control over her emotions, like her master. How should I put it? It was not that human emotion disappeared from her heart, but that reason came to dictate all she was allowed to feel. I suppose it was at this point that she became the Skirk you know today.
Yeah, Cytology saved Skirk from a disaster when she was a child and never even tried to hide this motive. What happened with the disaster back then? Yeah, what was that disaster actually? Cytology's words, yeah, were cold and cruel. Skirk's reaction made it seem like it was the truth she knew.
We're nearly there. I almost don't want to reach the end. Well, shall we? This is the final stretch.
Alright, little Skirk, if that's what you are. Now I'm wondering, in Not Cry we see a creature like this. Is this actually Skirk? Or is it just something else?
These are Skirk's happiest memories.
Aww.
What a simple and carefree time it was. Wisps of clouds dotted the sky. The sun bathed everything in golden light. And when song filled the air, not even the shyest of flowers could resist swaying along. This is Skirk's homeland.
Homeland.
She was so curious about everything as a child. Always skipping
This is a
school to go
homeland outside
exploring
Tibet.
instead.
Skipping school to go exploring.
There was so much to discover. The treasures at the bottom of the sea. The secrets beyond the stars. And that merchant ship packed with adults wearing those
Merchant
strange
ship.
clothes. Yes,
The ship.
the ship. That was the beginning of the end.
Ship. Spaceship? Merchant ship? I'm not sure what this ship is.
It was a spaceship.
It is a
Arrived.
spaceship.
The people that disembarked wore smiles on their faces and spoke of friendship. They claimed to be merchants from a neighboring planet, looking to establish trade.
But they did not. They claimed to be merchants, but they were actually trying to.
Skirk's parents, her relatives, her neighbors.
I mean, we saw kind of with the
Everyone welcomed
spaceship,
the
but
newcomers with open arms
this is not the
and
same.
allowed them to explore the planet. To them, the visitors were guests and should be treated with hospitality. No one had any idea of what was to come.
Unknown origin.
Several months later, an army of unknown origin arrived without warning and carried out a ruthless campaign to destroy everything and
Need to look back at that
everyone on the
flashback again.
planet. Skirk had skipped school that day, like so many times
So she was
before.
safe because she wasn't
So
there.
she was not caught in the immediate wave of destruction. But when she came home that day, only fire and ruin awaited her. Countless people cried out to her for help. People she knew and loved. Friends and relatives. The little girl who lived next door. The shop owner with the bad leg. The bad-tempered teacher
All
she had
gone.
made fun of just that morning. Their lives were discarded like worthless trash as the fire consumed one life after another. Skirk was helpless. All she could do was run. And so she did.
How did
She kept
Cytology
running
save her?
until an unexpected figure crossed her path.
She get running until an FV could cross the point. That's Cetology.
If Cetology hadn't been there in that moment, the fire would have claimed
Yeah,
her
why
life too.
destroy her homeland?
And there she would have remained, left to rot in the scorched earth, with no answer as to why any of this was
Yeah,
happening.
she doesn't know why this was happening.
Because she and her people
A
were
threat?
seen as a threat.
What was the threat?
As the initial merchant ship explored the planet, they discovered that it hadn't always had the condition to support life. Yet there was evidence of human activity, even during the periods of extreme heat or cold in the past.
They discovered it hadn't always had the condition to support life? Huh?
Further research revealed that, over time, people of this planet had evolved the ability to adapt to any type of environment or energy source.
It can adapt to any type of environment. Are we and Skirk same planet or different? That's another
For that
question.
reason, the outsiders viewed them as a potential threat.
What?
And decided to eliminate them before the threat could rear its head. And so, the army was called, and the so-called danger
Just
was
because of
wiped from the
speculation.
face of the planet.
So this isn't. I was gonna say this is not Chimera, right? This is something else. Chimera is Teyvat as well, right?
Senseless, isn't it?
So it can't be.
Deemed a threat because of a gift they didn't even know they had. Perhaps it was their own innocence and kindness that doomed them. But
That's
in the
bullshit,
end,
man.
that was lost to the blaze as well. If those with power get to decide good and evil, then all you can trust in is the sword in your hand. And so, before death could claim her, she ran. She ran and
Now I
never
see why
stopped.
Cetology's threat is a terrifying prospect. And now I see why she distanced herself from the world.
No one wants to relive their most painful
True.
moments. Well, that brings us to the end of the story.
If it's
This is
something
as
happy
far
and
as
you
we can
lose
go.
it, that becomes a painful moment. No? And you don't want to relive that again.
Skirk is waiting over there. For both of us. Let's go to her. It's time to fulfill my purpose. And my greatest wish over all these years.
It's going up. Skirk is up. There she is.
So all this, just so you could bring him here.
I have things to say to you.
To me.
Well, to me.
So this is like past Skirk and the current Skirk talking right now.
I want someone to witness our reconciliation, even if it takes an argument to get there. And
Yeah.
he's the best choice in this moment. Her suppressed emotional self. The version of herself
Her
she
emotional
keeps
self.
locked in the recesses
Okay, not
of
really a
her
past
mind,
self, but her emotional self
stifled by
that she
reason.
keeps locked. Okay.
All those rejected impulses, those discarded aspects of your past selves, they are a part of me now. I am who you used to be.
Used to.
Someone you have refused to face for too long. So, I came to face you instead.
You're wrong. I've faced you all along. And that's exactly why I keep you locked here. Your existence makes me weak. Moments of joy and longing are when we are most vulnerable.
Oh. Well,
Don't forget, it was a penchant for goodness over reason that doomed our homeland in the first place. The vastness of the universe renders everything insignificant. Our feelings most of all.
Even so, learning from the mistakes of the past doesn't have to
True.
mean erasing everything.
even though it's a mistake of the past, doesn't mean you have to erase them.
Strip yourself of your so-called weaknesses Emotions like kindness and empathy. And what makes you any different from the ruthless soldiers who slaughtered our people?
Ooh.
The difference is that I'm doing what is right, what is necessary.
Wow.
I allow you to exist, but with limited freedom. That is the greatest kindness I can offer.
So you're not actually erasing your past self then, right? You're letting your past self to exist.
I've shouldered everything you couldn't carry. I rose above the numbness and emptiness, and it was cold, unfeeling reason that brought me this far. It made me who I am. It made me strong.
That is the problem. I want to shoulder those things together on the grand scale of the entire universe. Maybe our feelings are vanishingly small, but why should that mean they don't matter? Emotion gives warmth to the cold expanse of space. It gives meaning to the world around us. Think back to those nights gazing at the stars, those afternoons of exploring the unknown. Think back and let them grant you peace. A brief respite from the pressure you put on yourself.
That isn't what we need.
Wow.
It's exactly what we need. Aren't you curious about why recovering your strength has taken longer than normal this time?
Finally, you get to the important part. That is the only answer I came here to find.
Then look around. Look at your inner world. You cast aside your dreams and curiosity, and in doing so, you lost your original motivation. You severed all connection to who you used to be, so you can no longer draw strength from your past. Now, the only things driving you forward are fear and survivor's guilt. But these cannot take you far enough. And so, this river, source of your strength, grows more polluted by the day.
And you think that means I should seek help from a weak little thing like you?
Your emotional self isn't weak. The fact that she transcended time and broke free from her constraints to come and face you.
Thank you for saying that. I knew bringing you here would be the right choice. To be honest, I'm not here to argue with you. This isn't about who's right or wrong. And in fact, I agree that in order to make it through the wake of that tragedy, we had to distance ourselves from the pain through reason over emotion. But what is right at one point in time isn't always right forever. I know you will never forget that fire. I know the fact that you were the sole survivor fills you with guilt. And I know that among the voices that haunt you, mine is there too. Because deep down, you know that you didn't turn out to be the person you wanted to be. All those unfulfilled hopes are like knives to the heart. And I don't want you to hurt anymore. So even if you can't accept me, I hope, at least, that you can let go. I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that fire all the time.
Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive.
I'm sick of being a kid. There's so many amazing things out there. I'm ready to see them all.
I remember. There was a song Mom and Dad always sang when we went out to fetch water. Dancing water. Sand along your path is begging for your song and movement. Will you carry this burden with you on your journey? I am not the dancing water, and you are not the burdensome sand. But if this is your wish, then
I will carry you with me until the end.
Thank you.
I should be thanking you.
Let's see.
Run, Skirk, run! Remember, leave no one alive!
Why does that remind me of Cardathia? God damn it.
Skirk. Let fear take root in your soul.
God damn it, Skirk.
You survive. Why was it only you?
Skirk, did you become a positive light in this world?
Hey, this doesn't have to be the end. Life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
Water's changed.
So, you saw my memories then. I once asked my master if survival of the strongest was the law of the universe. He said no. But in a world without order, those with no moral boundaries tend to be the ones who survive. That's why, after hearing his answer, an idea came to mind. An idea that, one day, I would create a new world order. One in which there would never be another tragedy like that fire. One in which power was not the law of the land. But that means I must defeat him. Because my master, Sir Logi, is, at the core, a defier of all rules and order. Yes. And not just because of the gap in our abilities, but also because I have no reason to see him as an enemy.
Yeah.
Although his decision to train me was not made out of kindness, he did everything a master should.
He intends to face you
He
in
saved
battle.
my life, taught me the sword and the principles of strength. And for that, I respect him. I know. And it's not something I want. But Master never goes back on his word. I have to treat everything he says as a promise.
It's like Sotology is like Itachi, but Skirk is not going the Sasuke route. This is what it feels like.
He's no longer into that. But he sends me messages through the abyss every now and then. Most of them are simple greetings, or an answer to one of my questions.
He still sends messages through the abyss.
Every time I hear from him, my heart skips a beat. And I wonder if this is the moment where he'll finally appear before me and tear down everything I've built to pieces. Maybe that means I do live in eternal fear, just like he said. Yes, I respect him, but I'm also afraid of him. And for that reason, the pursuit of strength consumes every moment of my life. I don't know what Master has planned, but I have to be ready.
Oh, wow.
Help me? Why? This isn't your fight.
Exit the threshold between the soul and dreams. not just leave. Leave to get out the music, man. Don't leave yet. I didn't expect the story to go like this. Damn. Is there anything that we're missing out here? I don't think so. Okay. We're up. We were not asleep
you're
before this.
finally awake! Honestly, Paimon was gone for like 2 seconds and then she comes back and finds you both unconscious? Oh, you scared Paimon half to death! You're both okay, right?
Yep.
What does it look like?
Looks stronger than ever.
Only water from the source can cleanse the rot and filth that flows from the past into the future. I taught you to incorporate the experiences from your journey into how you fight. I suppose what happened today will become an inseparable part of who I am.
Okay, so Paimon feels like she's missing some important context, but whatever. Paimon brought back tons of delicious snacks! Let's dig in!
All right. It's about time we finished what we started.
We're gonna deal with this thief for good, right?
This time, I'm not going to tell you to hold back. But having digested even more power in the meantime, he's going to be tougher than before. The good news is, we have no reason to pull our punches this time. So, let's go. Same place as last time.
Okay. We're going back there. What we can confirm is this guy is not Cytology, but knows Cytology, right? So this is nothing. Cytology is the big threat here. To Skirk. Jumping and dashing cancels out the move, the mode. But the abyssal energy still stays though. Alright. We're back here.
The fog is gone!
Is that?
Wait, isn't that the form the all-devouring narwhal changed into? How come he knows that too?
The fowl used to look like.
Really? So, you're telling Paimon that giant whale and this guy can both turn into the fowl? How does that work?
Okay, so yeah, that was the giant whale. That whale turned into the fowl, and now this guy is turning into a fowl. Is that how this works? Or no?
It's a subconscious instinct. Any intelligent being who longs for his level of strength is bound to mimic his appearance. It's a natural response after encountering someone as powerful as Master. To them, he represents ultimate power. We know the person before us has encountered Master, and we know he stole a portion of my power. So it's not surprising
So
that
we're
he would assume
fighting
this form.
this form of your master.
Okay. Oh, the closer Paimon looks, the more intimidating it gets. Nervalette isn't here this time, so it's up to us. He won't have the nerve to steal again after we're done with him.
We don't have.
This guy a lesson.
No, we do. Traveler is Hydro right now. Hold on. Can we fight this? Oh man, it's literally the whale battle again. Wait, Skirk trial. Okay, this is a trial Skirk, not my Skirk. We're literally fighting this whale thing. We're fighting Cytology, but not really. What is this? Oh right. This is different. But okay.
Water jet!
Is this the same? Yeah, I think we can destroy it again. Ow. It's the same, but we have voices now. Ugh. No. This stamina. Shit. Can. Fuck.
This is getting interesting.
Go!
I messed up.
Go!
Oh no, you don't. You shouldn't be using too much stamina. Oh boy. Okay, instead of Numa Uziah, we are doing the enhanced charge attack and training stuff like that. Oh, that's cool. Now this again. Oh.
Haven't had enough of my power.
Maybe not. Oh, what's that?
Well then, let's see how much more of this power you can handle.
Oh shit. What? This traveler's blade. Oh. He's masked off. Who are you? Kanrian?
Well, have you come to your senses?
Looks like
You
it.
saw that my body was at its limit. So, you deliberately channeled your power into me, knowing that it would destroy my shell from within. Such power.
Yeah, Kanrian.
Such keen battle instincts. So you must be.
Skirk, Sertologi's disciple.
How long has it been? How long has he been away from Tevat?
Hundreds of years.
Hundreds?
Probably 500.
Sorry.
Scoff number.
It's a lot to take in. I should introduce myself. I am Skofnungar, a friend of your master and one of his followers.
One of his followers, a friend of your master.
This is the first time I've heard your name, Skirk. But hundreds of years ago, I knew you existed. And I knew you would come here.
What?
Hundreds of years ago?
Sounds like you and Master have quite the history. Care to tell us about it?
Of course. Might as well
take advantage of a clear head while I can. The story starts a long, long time ago. I was born into a noble family in Conria. As the eldest son, I was set to inherit our title. But I contracted an incurable illness as a child, and everyone gave up on me.
I thought it was gonna be the immortal thing, but no.
I trained the sword harder than anyone else, defeated all of my peers. But it was all in vain. When other people looked at me, all I saw in their eyes was pity, or a strange glee in my misfortune. Even my parents were just waiting for me to die. Over time, my heart hardened, and I became aimless. That was the point where I met your master, Sir Taloji. We were similar in age, but different in background. He was born in prison, the son of criminals who had been sentenced to death. He spent his childhood wandering the streets, facing more criticism than the literary works in the Universitas Magistrorum.
Universitas? What? Okay.
Yet, he always wore a smile on his face, as if kindness and malice were one and the same, and he could not see the difference. I still remember what he said to me when we first met. You need to fight to survive. Even if it's a losing battle, it should light a fire under you. How can you sit back like this and go down?
That does sound like something he would say.
He was the first to acknowledge that I was worth something, and he inspired me to keep going. When I was 10, he stole forbidden research materials and managed to cure my illness. It was like there was nothing in this world he couldn't accomplish when it came to the human form. But somewhere along the way, I fell behind. My talents were nothing compared to his, and at some point, I realized he had pulled. After his grand endeavor was successful, he sought me out.
This planet no longer holds anything of interest to me, so I'm leaving. But first, I have an offer. I can use a power I have just refined to break the curse of immortality for you.
Break the curse of immortality for you. Is it really the curse of immortality, or is it the sickness or something else?
Your death was once what we worked so hard to prevent. But the immortality you now face is a different kind of pain altogether.
Yeah, this is different now.
I'll pass. Immortality doesn't sound so bad to me. Since I can't die, it means I have an infinite amount of time to get stronger. Maybe I'll finally catch up to you one day. And we can spar like we used to.
Are you sure? I cannot say when I will return. Your body, or rather, your soul, might not be able to withstand this curse.
Immortality is a curse.
All I can do is try. After all, a wise man once told me, people need to fight for their own survival.
Wise indeed. And nevertheless, if you grow weary of the pain of immortality and wish to experience
seek out my disciple
before you wither away, seek out my disciple.
Disciple? Never thought I'd hear that word coming from you.
Nor I. But Vedafenir said I was destined to find a disciple out there in the universe.
Yeah, okay, so at this point, Cetology doesn't have a disciple, but Vedafenir can already tell that he will have a disciple. He did say in his character drip marketing. Vedafenir said, I was destined to find a disciple out there in the universe and bring her to take that. So this was all Vedafenir's vision.
You know as well as I Venefinier's prophecies are never wrong.
It's a prophecy.
Well, now I'm curious about who this disciple of yours will be.
All Venefinir said was that one day the stars shall bow in her honor.
Sounds pretty impressive.
Of course, only the most outstanding people would have the right to become my disciple.
Of course, now think about it. Vedrofonia, the visionary, is brother of Dainsleif. No wonder Dainsleif is like more powerful than this Satology.
Still self-assured as ever, I see. But you're not wrong.
I'll be leading them. Oh, and if you were serious about getting stronger, I left you a little gift in the primordial sea. As I said before, walk whatever path you want.
I left you a little gift in the primordial sea.
Even the wicked get to make their own choices.
Waiting for me in the primordial sea was the all-devouring narwhal, already beaten into submission by Satology. In its weakened state, I was able to cut off part of its flesh and sew it into my own heart.
Your heart? That sounds like torture. How did you even survive that?
Because, of course, I
yeah, because
bear the curse of immortality.
So you won't die anyway.
So, you used the curse to turn yourself into a vessel for power. Even with that whale's ability, devouring power like that is not something the human body can withstand. With your body and soul constantly at the breaking point, it was the curse of immortality that sustained you. But that is not the path to strength. You have to pour your heart into it, work for it, dream of it. Instead, you stole something that didn't belong to you, and it backfired.
You're right. I should have known better, but I had already pushed myself to my limits, and he was still miles ahead of me. So I had to take a leap of faith. I miss your master. I miss the days when we were all together, troublemakers without a home. I don't regret the choice I made. But if you'll allow it, I do want to apologize. To both of you.
After the beating we just gave you, I think we can call it even.
You're an interesting one as well. Satology's disciple. That's a lot to live up to. It can't have been an easy experience. I know what he's like. He rules with an iron fist, using despair and fear to force you to catch up to him.
Using fear
all the while
and despair,
standing ever out of reach. We're like mountain climbers in the dark, never knowing how much higher we have to climb, or when we will see the sun again.
True. But I made up my mind long ago. No matter how dark it gets, I will not give in to despair. I will overcome it. Besides, after hearing your story, I suspect what Master really wants is not a battle that demands his full strength, but rather a defeat without regrets.
Oh?
Since you're his friend, you must have some things in common. First time we came here, when you stabbed me through the fog and stole my power, I felt no emotion coming from that spike. But when you had to devote all your strength fighting me just now, I could feel joy and passion emanating from your blade. It was the joy of a researcher discovering the truth of the world, the joy of an artist uncovering a temple of wonders.
Interesting. I'm certain I didn't express those emotions outright, yet you were able to read them from my blade. You're right. That battle brought me an unbridled sense of joy.
Exactly. I think Master also craves a battle like that. One where his opponent forces him to use all his strength, unlock the extent of his potential, and transcend his own limits. A battle to end all battles, after which all can come to an end, including, perhaps, his life. For that very reason, good and evil are meaningless to him. He has one purpose, one goal: to complete himself. It's one of the secrets to his strength.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps that is his call. What a battle that would be. Oh, to witness such a...
Are you okay?
Too many different kinds of power are surging through my body. The curse of immortality allows it all to coexist, but it does not remove the pain. I won't be able to hold on to my sanity for much longer. What a shame. I would have loved to witness that battle. Sotologi once offered to free me from this curse. Now, I must ask that of you, Skirk. Can you release me from the pain?
Can Skirk do that?
I can, but
She
not
can.
through death, if that's what you were hoping for.
She can remove the curse, not through death.
It's not a suitable punishment for your crime. As an alternative, I can take your consciousness, along with all the power you've consumed, and smash it to pieces. The impurities will dissipate, and under the curse of immortality, your mind and body will regenerate. When that process is complete, you will be back to who you were before, no longer tortured by powers you can't control, but it will be a time-consuming and painful process. The decision is yours to make.
I accept. And who knows? Perhaps I'll wake up in time to witness your great battle with Sotologi. I have faith that you'll be able to stand against him one day. Though I know it'll be a long and if we are climbers in the dark. It appears the dawn has finally broken for me. But your ascent continues. At least, it looks like you are not alone on your journey.
I will reach the top of this mountain, no matter what it takes. And you, Scoffmonger, will be my witness at the end of all things.
That's finally over. Let's get out of here. Huh. At least we don't have to make a mad dash for the exit like last time.
This really is like the whale, yeah, the whale boss fight, huh? It's literally it. Yeah. So yeah, it is. So what I was thinking was, yeah, the whale turned into Sotologi's form, and attacks the same way.
It's only been a few days, but it
That answers
feels
some
like
questions.
forever. Once again, we've proved there's nothing we can't overcome. Wow, you sound even more confident than usual. Today sure went by fast. It's night already. Oh wait, that reminds Paimon. The stars you mentioned, the ones that died out, are they back now?
Yes. The power Scoffmonger stole has been returned. So, the stars have regained their light.
Great! Huh, it's crazy that you even noticed their light was gone. There are so many stars in the sky. If a few disappeared, Paimon definitely wouldn't be able to tell.
I suppose it's because I have gazed upon this sky for centuries. The false stars,
The false
hanging in the
sky.
meticulously planned sky, glittering with rotten
The
light.
false stars hanging in the sky, glittering with rotten light. It's a false sky.
It's not real.
It's
And yet,
not real.
it is for that very reason that I can look upon it and enjoy the momentary peace it brings. Even the most beautiful of bubbles has to burst. We will return to the real universe one day, whether of our own volition or not.
We will return to the real universe one day. We will return to the real world. This is not the real world.
Time marches ever forward. Even the innocent and naive will taste life's bitterness. Yet through hardship, we grow until we learn to seize the sands of time. Though we gaze upon a false sky, its vastness and majesty is palpable. One can only wonder, what is it going to take?
Ugh, This is all going over Paimon's head. But if she knows one thing, it's that the Traveler always, ever since we met, he has filled Paimon's days with happiness. No matter how tough things get, if it's too big a job for one person, then we'll do it with two. And if two's still not enough, then three. We've met so many amazing friends and accomplished so many amazing things. As long as we don't give up, we can make any wish come true.
I suppose when it comes to you, anything is possible. Well, I should be going. Now that my power is no longer isolated from my emotions, I need more practice to get used to it. I suppose fate will decide. Maybe we'll bump into each other on the street. Or maybe we'll reunite on a different planet entirely. Regardless, reunions and partings are but passing moments. More than anything, I hope that at the end of this journey, wherever it takes us, we stand in a world one without war, pain, or forced partings. One where new life can bloom, even where there was once nothing but school. For this, we must all work to become stronger.
Master, yeah. now we have another master.
If that's what you want to call me, I won't object.
Well, Charles is our senior now. And there she goes.
Is it just Paimon?
Yeah.
Or is she being nicer than before? We definitely count as friends after all that, don't... Hey! What do you think about camping here tonight? There's nothing quite like sleeping under the stars. Come tomorrow, we can continue our journey. Oh! And since Paimon...
Alright. So that's the end. Yep. Interesting. Dream Mirror Remnant. I did not see that. Training review. What? Oh. That's that's useful. Training review read. Don't we have the... Where is it? It's probably here. Yeah, here it is. Interesting. Well, we can't do anything with this. This is nothing important. Okay. So that's it for Skirk story quest. Interesting. Sleepless. What was that? There's so many new stuff. I don't know what's going on. What else did we get? Dream Mirror Remnant, I just used it. Sleepless, wait, is that a weapon? No, it isn't. What is that? I'm not so sure. Okay, whatever it is, I'll figure it out. But okay, Skirk story quest done. And I don't really need all this. I already level 90, but interesting. Alright, for story, everything's done. Even though it was kind of a bit long, but it was also a little more, I'd say a bit lore-ish, because it's related with mythology and stuff, and some answers we got. Let me check something. Is our charge attack more wider now? Maybe it is. So is it a permanent buff? Okay. Not so sure. Okay. Alright, that's it for Skirk Story Quest. That's it for now. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.